We begin here at 5 o'clock with snow in the Cascades. This is a live look from Timberline tonight, and this is great news for skiers and boarders with ski season officially opening this week. But it can also cause some trouble for travelers. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. I'm Laurel Porter. The mountain saw almost 20 inches of snow over the holiday weekend. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri joins us from Government Camp. And Joe, both Timberline and Mount Hood Meadows announced they're opening this week.
Yeah, this is great news, Laurel. Timberline Lodge now has 2 lifts open for the season. Meadows has announced they're going to be opening starting tomorrow. And if you're coming in this direction, be prepared for some heavy snow. We got up here this morning, and that's exactly what we've been seeing. Starting to see the snow showers taper off, but it is definitely looking like winter up throughout the Oregon Cascades. The official start of winter doesn't arrive for another 3 weeks, but heavy snow is already covering the mountain passes and the Cascades.
Yeah, we weren't really expecting all that, but we were prepared, so you just never know when you come up to the mountain.
Many drivers were still a little surprised by the snow. That was forcing drivers to pull over along Highway 26 and chain up.
And they're tough. Yeah, they're real tough, but we got to get there somehow, and we're going to get her done either way. So if it takes us all day to drive up the bend, then so be it.
Even with ODOT plowing the roads, the snow quickly piled up behind them. But the one thing you could be seeing less of are these plows. That's because there's a shortage of drivers this year.
The public is going to see a drop in what we can do when we get hit by a storm. We might not be able to plow a road as quickly as we can. We might not be able to serve some of the roads. We might not be able to get salt and de-icer out as frequently as we'd like to do.
Don Hamilton with ODOT says they have more openings this year compared to years past, and that is especially true for drivers.
If we don't get these jobs filled as soon as we can, we're going to see a decline in the service on the roads when we get hit by a winter storm.
One place that won't be seeing a drop in people.
Absolutely stellar conditions right now. Power's just coming down, and we can't be any more excited.
The ski resorts, where on Monday, Timberline Lodge announced they opened up 2 of their lifts for the season.
Today's an all-time day, man. I mean, we get this really light, almost Colorado powder. It is so fun to ride on, man. And we got a lot of it, man. I just dumped all night.
And it's a start to what will hopefully be a long season.
It's been an awesome day so far. We started down at the Summit parking lot and happy to be here.
Now, Laura, we talked about Timberline Lodge opening for the season, Meadows tomorrow, and we can't forget our friends in Central Oregon. Mount Bachelor has announced they plan on opening for the season starting on Wednesday. And again, if you're coming in this direction at all, make sure you have your chains and your traction tires with you. And again, before we go, I want to talk about Trevor's beard. Laurel, he had ice crisps in his beard. So he had been out here for hours hitting the slopes and obviously had a great time just like everybody else. And a lot of people are excited to finally see the season open, and hopefully the snow continues.
You can tell a lot of fun being had up there on the mountain. Thank you, Joe. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino. He joins us now in the Weather Center, tracking all this snow in the mountains and more to come, right, Matt?
Government Camp looking as it should, Laurel. Yeah, it just looks fantastic up on the mountain. Here's Timberline, our other camera up there. You can see the lodge. This is because we had some icing on the lens. I tell you what, though, it's the perfect temperature for powder at 17 degrees. So really good, cold, dry snow right now. There's been 23 inches new snow since this storm began on Sunday. So yes, it's been a really prolific 24 to 36 hours up on the mountain, and there is more to come. Here's the ski report for you. Timberline now 36 inches with their base. Meadows just behind them at 31 inches. They've had about 16 inches new. And then the new snow drops off as you head lower in elevation, Ski Bowl, and then south towards Central Oregon for now. They're going to get plenty of snow over the next several days here. So as Joe mentioned, Bachelor opens on Wednesday, Timberline and Meadows tomorrow. I won't be surprised if we see Ski Bowl open soon too, perhaps this coming weekend, because the snow level will stay low enough. Now here's our ski area snow forecast as we go. This is through Wednesday. It's another 17 inches of snow up on Mount Hood, 20 inches at Hoodoo, 20 inches Willamette Pass. And if we go farther out in time from Wednesday through Friday, so basically we get about 7 days here, we're seeing 2 feet, 3 feet even across the Oregon Cascades and several feet up on Mount Rainier. So again, it's a really, really productive pattern that we are in for mountain snowfall. And to that effect, you see there's still a few snow showers headed towards Government Camp and Timberline right now, but that's really the last of it. I think it's going to clear off tonight. But we've got a winter storm watch up, not for tonight, but this is for the next storm. This goes from Wednesday into Thursday afternoon. for up to 20 inches of new snow, potentially more at the ski areas. I won't be surprised if we end up with another 2 feet here. So that would be 4 feet just this week and just through that time period. Now, what about valley snow? We'll talk about that. Right now, I think it's going to be a lot of excitement, very little impact, but there's one chance that I'm watching closely, Laurel.
Okay, you definitely got our attention there. Thank you, Matt. Winter weather creating some issues already, though, out in eastern Oregon today. Parts of Interstate 84 have been closed between LeGrand and Pendleton due to crashes and severe weather conditions. ODOT advises travelers to carry chains and be ready to use them. You can visit tripcheck.com for the latest on the roads in Oregon. Cold temperatures this time of year mean a lot of people in shelters and on the streets need a warm coat. And several Portland nonprofits are asking for the community's help by donating. Bryant Clerkley is here with how crucial it is this year in particular, Bryant.
Yes, Laurel, nonprofits tell me they're seeing more people needing their services than ever before with rising costs of everything. At Blanchet House downtown, they're looking for adult-sized winter jackets in good condition. They serve 1,400 to 1,500 meals each day to a few hundred people, and a lot of the times those people need coats. A lot of their clients live on the streets, and they really need adult-sized winter jackets in good condition. The bigger, the better. People can drop the donations off at their location on Northwest Gleason Street, and people in need can pick up coats there as well.
I'm hoping maybe people got out into the community on Friday and Saturday and bought a lot of winter gear for their families over the holidays. And so if you have jackets that are still in good condition that you can donate, we can certainly put them to good use.
At Rosehaven, a day shelter and community center in Portland, they're also in need of coats. The 120 people they serve each day rely on them for warm clothes. So they'll take all coats, but they prefer new ones as well. And if people do have questions about services and shelters, they can call 211. And I'll post a link on our website on how and where people can drop off coat donations. Laurel.
Well, I hope people will check it out. A wonderful way to give this time of year. Thank you, Bryant. And now to our homeless crisis. Portland City Council is expected to vote this week on how they will pay for the mayor's homeless plan. Back in early November, Council approved the 5-part plan. But one of the big questions is how the city will pay for it. Mayor Wheeler is proposing several changes to the budget, including more than $4 million as down payment to build the large camping sites, $750,000 for private security in the surrounding neighborhoods, and more than $12 million to run the sites.
These allocations are a down payment on that work, and they demonstrate the city's commitment to clearing the path for accelerated production of affordable housing and better connecting homeless individuals to services, employment, and diversion programs.
Another big unanswered question is where these sites will be located. Council agrees they have to be dispersed throughout the city, near public transit, but somehow distanced from residential areas and schools. We don't have a date yet as to when the city will announce the locations. Multnomah County is considering a ban on selling flavored tobacco and nicotine products. Tonight, the county board is hosting a hearing for public comments. County officials say the goal is to curb tobacco use among teenagers. Tonight's public hearing starts at 5:30 in the Multnomah building on Southeast Hawthorne if you want to speak. You can also watch online on the Multnomah County Board's YouTube channel. The board is also scheduled to hear a first reading of the proposed ordinance this Thursday. Developing tonight, Portland police are investigating after firefighters found a man dead inside a burning building. It happened last night near the Moda Center, just north of the Steel Bridge by the Willamette River. Firefighters discovered the body after putting out the flames. Police called the death suspicious. The homicide unit is investigating. Police have identified the suspect accused of trying to rob a Portland sports bar, only to be taken down by the people inside and then pinned until officers got there. Police say the suspect is 43-year-old Daniel Mitchell. This happened at the B-Van Sports Bar on Northeast 109th and Sandy Boulevard just after midnight Saturday morning. Other businesses in the area say it's shocking, but not surprising.
They did what they had to do, you know. Good thing there was people there to do that. It's a little scary, you know, because you never know what could happen, but you just gotta deal with it.
Some business owners and managers have started keeping weapons behind the counter in case of thieves. Mitchell has been booked on robbery charges. The University of Oregon says it is, quote, gathering information about an incident from this weekend's Oregon State football game. In a video posted to social media, Oregon Ducks linebacker DJ Johnson is seen allegedly hitting an Oregon State Beavers fan. This was after the game when Beavers fans had rushed onto the field in Corvallis to celebrate their win. The Oregon Athletic Department said in a statement, "We are aware of a post-game exchange involving a member of our football team and a fan and are working to gather more information." Oregon State says it does not know who the fan is and hopes they're okay. No complaint has been filed at this point with the university's police department.